Great start for the Germans in Euro 2024. They absolutely hammer Scotland 5-1 in the opening. From the word go, the Germans were on top. Scotland's strange start tried to do some kind of weird pressing in the opening minutes. Wingbacks were forward, and the Germans played a few quick direct balls, turned Scotland around, and that set the tone for the entire game. Germany intense, front foot, and they just took them to school, didn't they? The goals went in, obviously, at really good times for the Germans, didn't they? It was, who scored the opener? It was Wirtz, wasn't it? On 10 minutes, Angus Gunn gets a hand to it, which probably save it. It's not quite in the corner. It was coming, though, wasn't it? Musiala got the second. Nice goal, that. Good composure from both Havertz and Musiala. Germany could have had a penalty that VAR kind of pushed back to a free kick on 25. And then everything was all done and tied up with a bow. Porteous trying to close down Gundogan with the ball ricocheting around the box. Little bit too much in his tackle, and he gets VAR'd, but looks a reasonable decision, doesn't he? He goes in over the ankle and presumably excessive force, endangering opponent. Penalty, red card for Porteous. Havertz sticks the penalty in. 3-0, 10 against 11 in the second half, and it's all over and done. Bit training gamey, a bit in the second half. Lots of subs happening, and it was one of those subs in terms of breaking the deadlock. Scotland had weathered a storm around sort of the hour mark where Musiala was completely taking them to school down. Poor old Ralston, the right wing back, was having trouble there. They didn't manage to score, but then Fulkrug comes in and actually leathers one in the top corner for 4-0. Fulkrug thought he'd got a second for 5-0, but it was rightly adjudged offside. Good day for the officials, by the way, to open the tournament. A couple of VAR calls, everything correct. No controversy, no surprises. The only surprise, Scotland scored, and I think it's one of those outliery weird stats. It does say Scotland had a shot in the end. 0.01 XG, and they managed to get a goal. Weird own goal by Antonio Rudiger. Turns sort of running back towards his goal and bullet headers it past his own keeper for 4-1. Look reasonable, that. 3-goal defeat in this game, but no. Magical assist by Thomas Muller, spinning around, reverse ball, first time back behind him. Emre Can curls it in the far corner. And it's a hammering. It's 5-1 for Scotland. Let's talk about the Germans first. They were purring tonight. Great start for them. Home nation. Get the fans going. Get some goals. Get a big win. Get the confidence. Get the morale of the nation behind them. They have done all of those things. Musiala was a bit of a star. The two wingers both scoring the opening goals. Fulkrug off the bench. He scored as well. Havertz, who was playing number 9, he scored. Neuer's in there in goal. The old boys. Muller came on and got an assist. Kroos got 107 touches in central midfield or something. So really positive for the Germans. But obviously you've got the mix of, say, the 2014 World Cup winners, the really experienced older guys, and the young guys like Musiala and the Leverkusen guys who've kind of come to power this season. But the most important thing is when you're the home nation, get the nation behind you, and that's what Germany have done. For Scotland, awful. What we've said in this tournament is, can you win a game and keep your goal difference remotely reasonable? It's a no and a no so far with one game down. Look, Scotland could get 4 points in the next 2 games and qualify. They could. You never know against Hungary and Switzerland. But they've not done themselves any favours in terms of their confidence tonight. Obviously, if you can park it and say you're playing the host nation and they were at it, and move on and do what you do in the next 2 games. But the goal difference could kill them as well. Because even if you do finish on 3 points, if you've got a big minus goal difference, you're not going to stack up against some of the other third place teams who might also have 3 points. We think four points is going to guarantee it. So I think there's going to be a few teams on 3. Scotland are going to hope they're going to be at least there as one of those teams. But it's been an awful, awful start by the Scots, who just were in over their heads from the beginning, and men against boys, training session, attack against defence, use whatever cliche you like. But yeah, Scotland got battered tonight and just need to absolutely park this one and see what they can do in the next games. In terms of Group A, let me just have a look and see when they're in action next and how long Scotland have got. I think they play on Wednesday. So it's Germany, Hungary, and Scotland, Switzerland on Wednesday. And Scotland have to get something from that game, obviously, or it could be a very early. I mean, look, you could still lose that and go to the last game, but if you lose that, you're on a minimum of -5 on the goal difference anyway. And it looks like it's all over at that point. So Scotland really needs something from Wednesday against Switzerland, and we'll see if they can do it. Let's flash up some comments here tonight. Not a good day for Gunn. No, struggling goal. And last time we did a watch along was the Championship playoff semi-final, which was problematic for Gunn as well. Germany will take some stopping, well-oiled machine. They looked great, didn't they? But just remember, it's the opening game, and Scotland weren't very good either. So I think there's a couple of caveats as well. Are Germany all that good, or are Scotland just that poor? I think we are definitely in a bit of both. We'll clip that one out and let me know your thoughts in the comments on the opening game of the Euros. Germany 5, Scotland 1.